Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Armendariz, and today I am going to be talking about the community of a Flying Horse here in Colorado Springs. This is not just a neighborhood, this is truly a community. This has great location and also great views of the mountains, and then also just a lot of amenities that come with being a homeowner in Flying Horse. So when you do purchase or do decide to build, a lot of great things that come with it, besides, like I said, that location and views of the mountains. So if you have any questions over anything that I mentioned here today, please feel free to reach out to me, as I am a licensed broker here in Colorado. Also feel free to reach out to me in the comments and I will get back to you there. And if you have any questions just over the home buying or selling process in general, definitely feel free to reach out to me also. But without further ado, let's get into it. So to begin, the Flying Horse community is here on the northeast side of Colorado Springs. It kind of actually borders on the map where Colorado Springs is going to end and Black Forest is kind of going to begin. It's off of, I would say Powers, because I talk about Powers in a lot of my videos, but Powers Boulevard by this point has now turned into Highway 83. And Highway 83 is actually that back road that'll take you through Black Forest and all the way up to Parker and other suburbs of Denver. And there are other parts of the community that you can get into from Northgate Road. Northgate does go east to west, west to east, from I-25 over to Powers/Highway 83. So 4 aspects to this community that I think you're really gonna like, especially because they just come with your membership as a resident of Flying Horse, and that's going to be not only just the real estate. The real estate is prime, location-wise, being in the school district that you are, and just the range in home prices and builders, and I'm going to get to that here in a minute. But also, when you do become a homeowner, as a resident, you have access to the lodge, the clubhouse, and the golf course. And all of those other amenities kind of have a European luxury feel to them. The architecture and the decor has a very European style, very beautiful, very elegant, very well done. But just off the bat, to touch on those real quick, the golf course has amazing views of the mountains. It's actually semi-difficult in my opinion, depending on what your handicap is. You can play it as a non-resident of Flying Horse, but your green fees are probably going to be a little bit more expensive than is if you were a resident, and you know your priority as getting a tee time probably not going to be as high as someone else who is a resident. And then within the club is this large facility that has a gym inside, state-of-the-art spa, kids center, meeting area, coffee, smoothie shop, just kind of a large hangout for the residents of Flying Horse community. I will say that as a non-resident, you also can go to the spa on site, but it's going to be a little bit pricier. I've been to the spa before and I've had great massages and facials and was totally worth it. It just was a little bit more pricier than I would usually like to pay. And then also my reservation was not a priority, as it was booking-wise, I should say. It wasn't quite as a priority booking-wise when it came to residents. Now the lodge is actually also within the community, but that is more for weddings, holding conferences, meetings. I guess, if you had family coming in town and you didn't want them staying with you, you could have them stay at the lodge. But I'm gonna say more so the lodge is used for a corporate or wedding type of setting. Inside the lodge though, they do have a wonderful steakhouse. And that also is done up with a very luxurious European architecture and decor feel. The steakhouse, also a little on the pricey side, but worth it. And again, that is something you can go to as a non-resident, but your reservation is not going to sit as such a priority as someone else who lives in the community. So booking can be a little trouble if you do want to eat at the steakhouse, but I would definitely try it if you're ever looking for just a nice meal or a date night. The Flying Horse Steakhouse is definitely worth checking out. So now that you know what some of the perks and amenities are that come with being a homeowner within Flying Horse, let's talk about the homes themselves. They are going to range in price between $450 all the way up to like $2 and $3 million. And that's just because there is a combo of traditional builders that we're kind of seeing through all of Colorado Springs, and then some of your custom builds. And right now we have classic homes, vantage homes, and saddle tree homes, which are actually really big here in Colorado Springs. They have several communities around town that are popping up, but the ones within Flying Horse are gonna start around that $450,000 mark and go up depending on what upgrades and fixtures you put into your new build or that have been put into new builds recently. But they're mostly gonna be ranch style and 2-story. They're gonna sit on kind of larger lots, maybe like half an acre to an acre. Some of those more custom homes are definitely gonna be sitting on acre to 2 acre, 3 acre lots, but for the most part, the developers of saddle tree, classic homes, vantage homes, they're around that half acre size lot. And as you go up in price, I'm gonna say right now the median sale price that I was seeing was like $800,000. What that could get you right now in that community is probably gonna be a 4-bed, 3-bath, right around 3,300 square feet. And for the most part, it's going to have those newer fixtures and open floor plans. The community is not super new. It's been around probably about 10 years, but it still has some newer trends and then a little bit of early 2000 trends. This community is also really great because it does sit within School District 20, which is one of our very sought out districts here. There's about 2 districts here that I really love, and District 20 is definitely one of them. This also has great access to so many things. You can head east and hit Highway 83, which does turn into that Powers Boulevard. You can take that south to major shopping, or north, the back way towards Parker and other suburbs of Denver. That actually takes you to Denver International Airport if you needed to take it all the way there. Also, the community can be accessed through the road of Northgate. Northgate does run west to east, east and west, and that would be the road that you take to get to Highway 83, or you can take it west and hit I-25, and again from there you can take it south or north to get to major shopping or up to Denver and such. This community is also just minutes down the road from a lot of new construction that we have going on here. We have huge commercial things going on just west of it. There is things like a Top Golf and an indoor skydiving and new major restaurants, and there is a huge Bass Pro Shop and just things of that. There's a lot of commercial things and development going on that are just down the road, just minutes away from this community, which also make it one of my favorite things because I live on the southwest side of town, which I love, but with all these new cool corporate things popping up, it definitely takes me a while to get there. So I am jealous of those that live in Flying Horse. So I just don't know where you can't go wrong within this community. You have the opportunity to buy newer homes, resale price. You could get in there and build your own custom home. You have views of the mountains, quick access to many things, not only around town, but also around the state, great school district, and just all those amenities right at your fingertips when you do become a resident of Flying Horse. So if you guys have any questions or anything that I mentioned today or other neighborhoods here in town, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, I love to help you with the real estate goals. And if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notified when I make new videos each week on everything that is living in Colorado Springs. And so until next time, I hope you guys have a good one.